Oseo.
Oseo.
Okay, coming up, I'm reading a poem by Mary Oliver. The title of that is The Gift. The outrageous or audacious subject that she has in this, remember last week it was the leaf. The audacious subject that she has collaborated with in this poem is the seashell. And she's done it within, remember, the frame. And so here, if the camera catches my display here for the shell, the seashell, that you'll hear in the poem. And then the gift, speaking of the gift, in Cherokee and other Turtle Island languages, we don't have a noun for gift. There's only the verb, there's only giving. And for that, I've made this in my illustration for this poem. This is a Cherokee symbol of the life giver. And it's the hand, and here is the Cherokee letters. The Cherokee has much Semitic in it. The early English Americans recognized it because they had been pretty fresh from the Reformation, and they had become acquainted with Hebrew and recognized even Moses in the Cherokee like that. And that's probably due to what I've gathered from our lore of Phoenicians. Phoenicians come from the name Phoenix. That's to say an ancient Greek hero. And when the Cherokees in the 1830s came to publish their newspaper, they called it, the Cherokee Phoenix, meaning we shall rise again. So the Phoenicians and the Cherokee formal dress is dressed like the ancient Phoenicians with the turban. So that's to say where it came from. And the syllabary is the way we call it, being revised by Sequoia, like Sequoia, the tree's named after him. And this is an example for this yogoyi, for the hand. The hand is here meaning the symbol of the life giver. The English word spelled G-O-D and being pronounced God like that has derived from the German, which was translating from the Hebrew. That is biblical Hebrew. The word yod, and that is hand. And this was very prevalent, I found, in my studies as a student in Mexico. And that's where I started to get onto it and realize that in the Cherokee, which I already had education in. So that's what the meaning of a hand is. And then we're speaking here in Cherokee in relation to that of the four givings, and that is giving in faith, giving in generous spirit, giving with modesty, and giving with fellow feeling. And this is gesedi, meaning will it be, will it be. And I have a ring in which I have exactly that symbol that I wear. So that's the preface, to her poem here. The gift. After the wind-bruised sea furrowed itself back into folds of blue, I found in the black rack a shell called Neptune, tawny and white, spherical, with a tail, and a tower, and a dark door, and all of it no larger than my fist. It looked, you might say, very expensive. I thought of its travels in the Atlantic's wind-pounded bowl and wondered that it was still intact. Oh yes, there was that door that held only the eventual, inevitable emptiness. There is that. There is always that. Still, what a house to leave behind. I held it like the wisest of books and imagined its travel toward my hand. And now, your hand opened in that most human of gestures.